All right, we are at Tyler State Park. Spent the night, great place to be. We did a loop yesterday, Whispering Pines loop with the wife. Now today we're actually going to be backpacking. Stand up a little closer to the thing there, buddy. So Ethan and I are getting ready for Guadalupe Peak. We got a lot of weight on our backs again. And we added water to make it even heavier. This is a strenuous trail. It's somewhere around 2.54, 2 point something, I can't remember exactly. 2.14 it says up here at the top. We're here. I told the rangers, I had a 10-year-old with me, and they were like, you sure you want to do the D-loop? And I explained to them he picked it because we're going to Guadalupe Peak, and they nodded in approval because this 2.14 will seem like 5 miles with all the ups and downs and the ridges. So we're going to knock this out and probably go swimming, huh, buddy? We're going to go swimming to award ourselves for making this trail. You ready? Ethan, are you ready? Can you speak?
Yes.
All right. Let's go.
Mushroom.
Huh? Mushroom? I'm going to video a little bit of the beginning. I mean, it's going uphill right off the bat, so it gives us an indication of what we're in store for. The park had a little over 2 inches, 2.5, depending on who you talk to here, of rain, and the drainage on these trails is very favorable for being able to hike. Less than 48 hours ago, 2.5 inches of rain, and we're crunching some of the sand, so it's not too bad. There are some tracks. We're not the first ones to hit the trail since the rain. So, and we just went up a hill, down a little bit, and going back up. So that's a good indication of what we're going to be dealing with for the next 2.14, 2.2 miles. And we'll film a little bit of it here and there.
Hello, I'm Ethan. We're getting ready to go to, what was it called again? The mountains?
Guadalupe Peak?
Guadalupe Peak. We're on the D loop right now. We heard something falling in the water but we think, Dad thinks it was a buck. I hear him talking, and I think that too. That spooked. It's not real hard. It's not difficult. It's actually moderate.
The trail?
Mm-hmm.
This is the hardest trail they got here at Tyler State Park. Did you know that?
Yeah, and it's not that hard at all.
No. But see, it's based on, I guess, the trails here. It's the hardest one. The ranger told us it was the hardest trail they had, and we've made great time. In fact, we're stopping to take a break so we don't finish real soon. But we're nearly halfway through already. You're doing a great job, buddy. I do hope y'all enjoy the video better than the last time. There's a lot of trail video this time. Less talking as y'all had asked, at least the 4 that did respond. And we'll do some more video on the way out. This is Loop D still. Like I say, if you look right over here, you should see a camper up there. So we're real close to a campsite. And it's the campsite that I believe that me and my wife were at. Almost tempted to walk up there and verify that, but I'm almost positive that's the pop-up or the camper that's just down from us, the Challenger. But my wife went straight to the store to get groceries, so because the coons ate half our groceries last night, they helped themselves to our cooler. Anyway, I was pretty sure based on the map that this D loop would go right up by our campsite as it goes up. Now you can see this is up and down. Come on, buddy. And Ethan is coming back down. Hopefully that picks up on the video. And this is the view that we have on the D loop. And as you can tell, we're fixing to go way down and then way back up. I was starting to have doubts about the strenuous part as him and I was discussing actually adding something to this, because even though we don't really enjoy the strenuous part, we do want to be ready for Guadalupe Peak. But in all honesty, I think my little man's ready, more ready than I am, aren't you, buddy?
For what?
For the mountain. Not sure?
As long as it don't come soon.
Yeah,
Soon.
few more weeks, buddy. All right, yeah, let me lead the way again. This part of the country has a little more snakes, the venomous snakes, and some wildlife, so we're changing roles. I used to let him lead, but because it closes in, right now it's wide open down there, but it closes in quite a bit, and you don't know what might jump out. I'd rather him have to go get help than me. So another reason I don't know why people quit traveling in 3s, something I learned years ago as a Boy Scout, but apparently going in 1s and 2s has become real common. You should be leaving 1 for first aid and 1 to go get help. I don't think that'll ever leave my mentality, thanks to some folks that have gone on to be with Jesus. But if I had 1 more that would travel with me, we would do it in 3s. But for now, 911 and 2-way radios, I guess. So I'm going to video this going up the hill and probably fast forward for people, so you won't be hearing me talk anyway. But it's a pretty good hill, and this is what we needed. We needed this for our backs, our necks, our hips, and especially our legs, my knees. Make sure we're ready. It's still nothing compared to Guadalupe Peak, I'm sure. And we're probably going to be able to squeeze in 1 more hike before Guadalupe Peak because of our schedule being so busy. But we're both carrying more weight than we would up the mountain on purpose. Again, I'm pushing 50 pounds instead of 58, and my little man's pushing 22 again. He'll have less than 15, I'll have probably 30 for the mountain. That's the plan. Which means the elevation should be compensated for to some degree. There we go. Not bad on erosion. They've done some really good work here for erosion control. Yeah, hill just keeps going. And my 10-year-old's right on my tail. I don't think I got to worry about him at all. There we go. Now we're leveling out a little bit. Still a climb, but the incline's not bad at all, which we need for this workout. There we go, leveling off. Now we can catch our breath. Just keep walking slow. Don't have a stroke or a heart attack. All right, we're almost where the D loop hits the C loop. Based on the map, it should be any minute now. And we're going to make a hard left and stay on the D. You can combine the two trails if you're up to it and you just feel energetic. Actually, I would be. Ethan doesn't want to, and I promised him we'd stay at his pace, and that's fine. This old man's happy with that as well. But I think this is it right here. Yeah, if you can see, and that's a good thing. Maybe this sign tells us so far everything's been marked pretty good. There we go. See the D loop 0.0? You see that, Ethan? 0.0, and what that is, yeah, you see that? This is, well, if we hang a right,
Hey, there's a big green thing here on the tree.
this, huh? Well, looky there. Looky there, buddy. Very well marked, and this is something that any hiker loves to see, backpacker.
That way.
No. Going this way to your right would be what?
See that?
C loop. I'll show you on the map just a second, okay? You always got to have a map with you, and you got to have what else?
Water.
Water. Amen. Oh, come over here, buddy. This is showing C loop that way, right? But let me show you on the map. This is confusing because C loop and D loop are together for just a short period. All right. That sign right there that says C is for everybody that's already walking this way to know to keep going down that way. But I'm going to show you on the map why that's the direction we also all got to go. If we didn't have a map and you looked up there, you made a good call. Unfortunately, it would have been the wrong call because it looks like we need to go that way, doesn't it? I'll get the map out and we'll go over that for a few minutes. All right, me and Ethan had a talk where Loop C meets Loop D. He'd already discussed the fact that this is a moderate and not strenuous trail. And I said it on the GoPro, but I don't know if that'll actually probably be sped up so there won't be any audio. But this is beautiful down in here. I don't know how well that's going to pick up. I'm sure the video is not going to do it justice. That's a sheer drop off right here. Approximately 60 feet. Maybe, yeah, 50, 60 feet drop off into a creek down below. And yeah, there's a little bit of a pathway right there if you tried. But sheer drop off right over here. Anyway, we're on C. Ethan decided we could add 1.5 miles to our trail. It's been easy enough. Plus, there was an incentive of, what are you going to get, buddy?
2 stuffed animals.
To go along with the coyote,
Aurora.
huh? Aurora. So you're going to get you a skunk and
Maybe an armadillo.
armadillo. All right. Incentive plans. They work great, even on the hike, right?
My shirt I should probably wear on the pool. It's
Yeah.
all well, right?
Let's hit the trail. All right. Well, we are at the intersection of Loop C and Loop D again. Loop C's over. What do you think?
Amazed.
Amazed?
And when we get, it's 1 mile is all we got left.
About a mile of Loop D. We were only going to do Loop D this morning. And we are in training. And when we reach the point where we hit this Loop C, we could have came up this trail right here. That trail goes straight over to here. It's probably not even a quarter of a mile. It's hard to tell, but it's not very far. Just off the top of that ridge down here. And boom, and then there goes D. D goes that way, and C is where we came from, over here. Both of them I highly recommend, as they're good loops, and both of them moderate. I think they're both listed as strenuous. I don't think either one of them's harder than the other. You think either one of them's harder than the other? D or C, about the same?
About the same, but from the last few minutes of C, it was hard.
It was way up, yeah, it was straight uphill. It was a little hard. But, you know, all trails are strenuous to some degree in points, but overall, you wouldn't say it was easy, but it wasn't hard. Just what we call moderate, both of them. And that's a 10-year-old. Of course, he's been pushing it hard, and he's not your standard 10-year-old. Bring plenty of water and a map, and you'll be good to go. Excellent trails.
Here they come. They've been down two loops, two trails that I guess are pretty hard trails. I'm really proud of both of them. Little man's done very good. Mm-hmm.